Before we start today's video, check out our new merch shop linked in the description below, featuring new updated designs from your favorite Marvel projects. Use the code TEAMCAP or code IRONMAN in all caps to get 10% off of your order. Thanks so much and enjoy today's video.
Hey everyone.
What's up guys, Unofficial MCU here. Hope you're all doing well, and in today's video we are going to be discussing the fall of the Marvel Sony verse. Sony's latest box office flop reveals what went wrong with its Spider-Man universe. Of course, without the titular character of a Spider-Man, Kraven the Hunter has kind of flopped here, given its release in early December. It's exactly what we're going to be discussing in today's video. We don't think that Sony is quite done as of for making their actual movies and, you know, like being solo for Marvel Studios. It seems that they're finally done with that, but I don't think that they're done with these characters and that we will see them be a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So stay tuned for a little bit later on in today's video because I'll get a little bit more on into that. We of course are going to go ahead and we're going to hop right on into it, break it all down for you guys with everything that we know and everything that we're anticipating right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing all types of Marvel related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Also, be sure to hit that little notification bell right next to it to be notified for when we have new videos dropping here on the channel almost on the daily. There is a lot of Marvel news to keep up with. It's exactly why we're here, is to keep you guys updated with everything, not just that, but also break it down for you guys. As always, I really appreciate all of the support. Okay, so in this video, we are going to be taking a quick read from CBR.com as an overall garnering source. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. Sony's latest Marvel movie, Kraven the Hunter, is a dismissal box office bomb and the studio's third release in 2024. Evaluating why this film, directed by G.C. Chandor and starring Aaron Taylor Johnson, as talented as he is, and he truly does deserve to be better, fails to line up with the larger problem in Sony's universe of Marvel characters. While departures from the source material, too many characters, and weak storytelling have marred these releases since Marvel Studios brought Spider-Man home, and now that Sony is trying to do their own thing separate from them, that as well. Another huge common complaint I've heard about these movies is just bad dialogue. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below, but just as a side tidbit and a side thought, this is a Marvel channel, not a DC channel, but I feel the same way when I look at James Gunn's Superman movie. Don't get me wrong, I want the movie to be good. It looks alright so far, but I think it might suffer from some of the same problems that the Sonyverse suffers from with their Marvel movies. Wild departures from the source material, too many characters, and maybe even weak storytelling. That is something that the Superman movie very well may struggle from, especially that too many characters. I mean, I thought this movie was supposed to be Superman, not the Justice League. I digress. Featuring the talented Russell Crowe, R-rated violence and language, it seems that Kraven the Hunter had everything going for it, and it was really truly being set up for success. Kraven the Hunter is a film that could have succeeded. It certainly didn't help that it followed the 2024's disappointing Madam Web movie and also Venom the Last Dance. Not that Venom the Last Dance was horrible, but the final chapter is only Marvel's franchise from Sony that had worked was released about only 6 weeks before Kraven. And given the changing landscape around the post-pandemic box office as well, Sony expected the movie to defy the odds. Obviously, it didn't. Examining the way that Kraven the Hunter failed to land with the fans reveals the movie's problems are very similar to the larger SUMC. While it may seem like a given now, Venom's success at the box office and with the viewers was honestly quite a surprise, and if for anything, maybe even a miracle to a point. The Spider-Man villain is a popular character to begin with, but its two sequels offered diminishing returns for Sony in comparison to its original first solo outing. And so, unfortunately, it would also appear that, well, Kraven the Hunter kind of flopped before it was even out. A movie's success or failure is sometimes determined by the factors that have little to do with the substance of the film itself, unfortunately, especially in this day and age. Sony's marketing efforts only bolstered the low expectations and the box office projections from industry insiders then there as well, and even from the trailers, Marvel fans realized the film's Kraven only barely resembled his comics counterpart in the origin story from that, just like Morbius and Cassandra Webb before him. Similarly, these more obscure characters don't benefit benefit from the curiosity like more well-known heroes. Die-hard Marvel fans and even of the comics fans had lost that faith in Sony, and in turn the casual moviegoer at best decided to wait for the streaming debut, if forever. The studio can make decent Marvel movies, of course, from Spider-Man in 2002, from that to Across the Spider-Verse with Miles Morales. Those films are really awesome. The films featuring versions of the web had do well, even the much mangled Amazing Spider-Man 2, but I love that movie, okay? It has its fans. However, since Spidey is now kind of more so cordoned off into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Sony can't even highlight its other characters' connections to one of cinema's most popular heroes, because they either blatantly decide not to, or I don't really know what other answer I could give to that. The fact that they have these movies that are about Spider-Man villains without Spider-Man in there isn't really doing so hot. Despite not including Spider-Man in the story, it doesn't stop Kraven the Hunter, Morbius, and Madame the Web from including those Marvel Easter eggs at the same time. This doesn't help the movies, however. The fans who would recognize the comic shoutouts are frustrated by the changes to the characters, and meanwhile, the casual audience either just misses them entirely, or even worse, it feels like they are missing something. Instead of striking a balance between the characters Marvel fans know and love and making them accessible to everyone, the films ultimately push both groups away. And so, let's face it, Kraven the Hunter could have been a really great movie if it was just a little bit simpler. Sony's troubles prevented Kraven the Hunter from getting a fair shot because of its connection to Morbius and Madame Web. In fairness to Taylor Johnson, he's a phenomenal actor. His performance in the film is impressive, specifically the fight scenes, of course, in there as well, and more so than even Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, he's able to keep and make Kraven's fighting style feel animalistic. Kraven is a compelling character who would shoulder his very own story, even with powers he doesn't have in the comics. Yet, unlike Venom, Sony's other Marvel films have been overcomplicated by its stories and characters who exist only for future setup. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial MCU. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Different theories as well, I'm all ears. Let's discuss. I love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Leave a like on today's video as it really does help out the channel. I really appreciate it. Stick around here on the channel, Unofficial MCU, by hitting that subscribe button and notification bell to be notified for when we have new videos dropping here on the channel almost on the daily. There's a lot of Marvel news and craziness that has been going on. That's exactly why we're here, is to keep you guys all updated on all of it and explain it all. Also check out our merch shop linked in the description down below or to the channel. Also use codes Team Ironman or Team Cap in all caps depending on what team you are a part of to get 10% off of your order. I'll be updating and dropping new designs on a regular basis, so make sure you check it out. It can make a perfect gift for someone else or even for yourself. With whatever way you support the channel, I really deeply do appreciate it. Whether it's simply watching today's video or purchasing one of our products, thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. Remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Peace out.